Woo! Y'all gonna get mad over this one.
We present to you a Rome Productions.
What's good, everybody? If you're first time viewing my content and of this video, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a reaction video and a critical analysis upon one of the live streams that I did this past Friday with one of my friends, and this was actually a 4-hour live stream because it was live streams back to back to back. But this was one of the first live streams that I did, and we started it out between me and mi amiga. And so basically in this particular setting, we was talking about how what do women do to deserve their title of being a queen and a goddess. And we was getting to the scenario of how women fear rejection, and we'll deal with that another time for another day. But we was talking about that particular scenario and basically how, you know, women don't shoot their shot because they fear being rejected by men, because they put themselves on this pedestal where they feel entitled to be given the world and to be put on a pedestal and to be, you know, catered to and pampered and, you know, all this other type of stuff, right? So went into the scenario of me talking about what do women do to deserve the title of a queen or a goddess. So let's get into it. What makes a woman calling herself a queen a queen? How does she deserve that title?
How does a man deserve the title of a king?
We're dealing with women. We're dealing with women.
Do you ever question that? It doesn't matter. See, you're trying to use reverse psychology on me.
We're dealing with women right now.
You're trying to use reverse psychology on me and not.
I'm not using reverse psychology.
Yeah, you don't want me to bring up the double standard.
I'm asking a simple question.
What's the question again?
On social media that calls herself a queen or empress or a goddess, how did they deserve that title? What gave them that purpose or the value or the worth?
They can't
What did they work? What did they do to get that title?
They don't have to do anything for it. It's just that they're uplifting themselves, and they're a person who exists. They're a human being. They're a woman. They should be able to call themselves that. Like, I don't see why, if they're not doing anything stupid. If they're not doing anything stupid, why do you have a problem with it? Like, let's
break this down, shall we? So we hear in the first minute of this video that she feels that women should uplift themselves, give themselves self-confidence by calling themselves queen and goddess. Now, I do not have a problem with women giving themselves, you know, self-confidence and self-love, giving them encouragement. I don't have a problem with women identifying themselves with something that is positive. By all means, do you. However, when you have these particular females, and particularly in this pro-black community, where you have females out here who put themselves on a pedestal to such an extent where they believe that the black woman is God. They believe that they're God. They believe that they are to be put on a pedestal. They're superior to man. Man is nothing but a genetic mutation. When you have these females out here who believe this type of stuff, these femibots, these feminists, all right, that believe in this nonsense that men are below them. This is the scenario that you get, where you have feminists out here who identify with the term goddess and queen and expect to be treated as such. So then when you ask them, what did you do to deserve the title of queen and goddess?
I'm a woman.
I'm sorry, miss. Being a woman and having a pussy in between your legs doesn't qualify you for being a queen.
I'm a black woman.
Okay, you being a black woman ain't got nothing to do with you being a queen and a goddess. What did you do? How did you earn?
I didn't have to earn.
That's not how the game works, miss.
What, are you saying your mother's not a queen? Are you saying your mother's not?
No, she's not. You know what she is? My mother. You know what else she is? A woman. See, here's the thing. This pro-black buffoonery have made these particular men and women role play. They think that they have to identify with being a king and a queen and a god and a goddess to have self-confidence and to actually maneuver themselves in this world. Newsflash, you don't have to do none of that. All this role playing, brother, sister, god, goddess, king, queen, emperor, empress, niggas. You don't have to do any of that to have self-love for yourself, to have confidence in yourself, to actually have an identity for yourself. However, because of this pro-black community, now people just willingly and regularly identify with these particular titles. And they don't do anything. They don't even show the traits for being a king or a queen.
You know how black women, how they've been tarnished just up until like 2018 on social media? Now you have a problem with them calling themselves a queen? Do you go on Twitter? Twitter is where all the colorists used to be. Do you not remember that? Do you not remember a time where it was so taboo to like dark-skinned women? And now, when they finally get up in the light and afflict themselves, you're like, oh, that they shouldn't call
There was
themselves.
never a time with black people where it was tarnished. We're gonna pause it right there. So let's break this down. I hate when you have, and I'm not coming at my friend, but I hate when you have women like this who will try to use the race card of how black women have been tarnished and disrespected and neglected and unprotected for all this time, and how dark-skinned black women have been put on the bottom of the barrel, all this type of stuff, right? They'll use this narrative to advocate for why they should be called queens and why they should be put on a pedestal as being a goddess. Mind you, miss, nobody had to call themselves queens and goddesses to have love for themselves. All you have to know is that black is beautiful. All you have to know is yourself. When you know thyself, when you know that you're beautiful, that what you see in the mirror is the original blueprint, that's all you need to know. You don't have to go out of your way to calling yourself a queen and a goddess. These titles, when you have a kingdom, not everybody's a queen, not everybody's a king, not everybody's a god, not everybody's a goddess. Everybody plays their different role. You have to play your role. And you can't have a community or a civilization where everybody's a king and a queen. You don't see that. You don't see that anywhere historically where everybody's a king and a queen. It just it isn't logical. Just because you want to have this, oh, we're trying to spread self-love, we're trying to identify with something positive. I love it. I love the intention. But calling everybody a king and a queen is not the way to go. There was never a time with black people where it was tarnished to love dark-skinned women. Never. Maybe in white society, now it's being accepted by white society, but it was never tarnished with black people. Black people were dating.
So you're saying colorism doesn't exist?
We're not dealing with colorism because you already know how I feel about colorism.
No, I don't know how you feel about colorism.
Yes, you do. Because I told you I don't like using that term.
You don't like using it. Why? It doesn't exist?
We're not dealing with that right now. The point is,
it's linked to it. It's not about we're dealing with it. It's linked to what you're saying. You're saying there was never a time where dark-skinned women were tarnished, and that's a freaking lie.
Not with us black people. We was dating other people who were the same complexion, that's not darker or lighter. It doesn't matter.
He said there was never a time where dark-skinned women were tarnished in the black community.
I didn't say that.
You just said that. You just said that.
I'm saying there was never a time when dealing with black people, us as black people, there was never a time where black men didn't want to date black women because of their complexion. And I stand by that. When you look at the history of what has happened within the black race, there was never a movement of black men not wanting to date black women because of their complexion. Never. You don't see that historically. From the beginning of, you know, the late 1800s going into the 1970s with the Black is Beautiful movement, there was never a movement where you had these men talking about they didn't want to date a certain complexion of women. Now, did we have our particular faults in the community? Of course. Did we have the buffooneries and the coonery in the movement, in the community? Sure. But there wasn't a big movement. There wasn't a movement where we was going against each other. We had movements from Marcus Garvey, movements all the way to Elijah Muhammad, movements all the way with Kwame Ture with Black is Beautiful and Black Power. Everybody wearing their fro, everybody getting groovy with it. So for you to try and create this narrative now on Twitter and on social media that somehow black men have never appreciated dark complexion or dark skinned women, this is why I don't even try to even speak on colorism or even try to talk about it, because feminists have taken it to the far extents of reaching. All right, they have taken it to different levels of stretching that I didn't even know, like Fantastic Four type of stretching. Like oh goodness, cannot create this narrative that dark-skinned women weren't appreciated because white society didn't appreciate you. You can't put that on us. You can't put that on the community. You can't put that on black people. This is where now, now we're getting appreciated, she says, right? Now dark-skinned women are getting appreciated, but black people have always appreciated dark-skinned women. Black people, black men have always appreciated dark-skinned women. I don't know where you get this narrative that dark-skinned women weren't appreciated, but the only reason why now you're seeing them in the forefront, the reason why you're now seeing them in the media is because white people are giving you the okay. But anyways, that's the video. So that was the particular part of the live stream. You can watch the full live stream on my Instagram at @theomniusRone, and you can watch the rest of the live streams that we did concerning the topic of women fearing rejection, colorism, who has the power, and talking about all of the type of it was just crazy. But until next time, I'm Toronto. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what I had to say, if you did not like what I had to say, your thoughts below in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm Toronto again. Thank you for watching this video. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video with other people. Until next time, I'm Toronto, and I am out.
You know I will provide that good shit for you. You know I will provide that good shit for you. You know I will provide that good shit for you. You know I will provide that.
Look like Papa got a brand new bag. Any man who mad, tell him ooh fucking fam too bad. Known to spit with the coldest with no particular motive. I've grown a bit till I've noticed what phony